Kapashan, big up yourself, big up yourself, yet. Didn't travel a lot this year, but the music I travel the same way. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody. It is the official listening session for Sean Paul's album Live and Living. People, as we're fortunate to have the opportunity to listen to it before. People, I'm excited! I'm excited! But can't wait for the world open up! Wait till the world open up! Y'all gonna see me! Listen to me. I know that you're all excited to be here. Specially invited DJs alone are here. Specially invited persons from the media are here. Live and Living is definitely something that you're going to enjoy. Best believe that. Sean Paul is going to be stepping inside this studio in a few minutes. Can I tell you how proud we are? It's been what, like 2 decades that Sean Paul has been out here traipsing right across the globe and sharing the Jamaican culture, stepping into the EDM world, the pop world, the reggaeton world, the Afrobeats, and of course still giving you reggae and dance hall. This album is an absolutely wonderful stew of great Jamaican artists. There's a bit of a surprise in there. I know you will not expect some of these collabs, but listen, it's gonna be great. Spotify is in Jamaica, and Sean Paul, as you know, has over 118,000 views monthly, over 1 billion views on YouTube. It's like the man didn't know said digital did come shell the place. And so he was well prepared, and we're gonna be having him right here inside this studio, the Dirty Rock studio. Artist, producer, performer, great entertainer, and wonderful Jamaican ambassador, and one of Jamaica's greats. I want to bring Sean Enriquez, aka Sean Paul, aka Sean Peasy, aka Amisa Dirty, inside the studio. It's all about live and living.
What's going on?
Good. Man,
I'm gonna put up my sanitizer. I'm gonna release the monster now.
welcome,
What's
Sean.
up?
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome
Listen.
into my studio.
Yo, I never know the studio
baby.
around here, I never know studio nice.
Yeah, man. Nice
Studio
good
nice.
vibe. Nice good vibe.
People probably don't know how long I know Sean Paul, and I Jim know Sean Paul from it now. Hey, Jim know Sean Paul from it now.
How the biceps doing
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
A
go
little
on,
bit
man.
better.
Listen, the ladies are still lusting at it. I'm saying, lad, this a candy and a age.
Is it?
But listen to me, Sean, I have to tell you, I don't think you knew that after Give Me the Light and Get Busy, that you would have been so busy for over 2 decades.
No, but I'm giving thanks for it. Surely giving thanks for that. I mean, I always, when I look upon great musicians from Jamaica, Jimmy Cliff, for instance, and people like the great Toots we passed away. When I used to see them, RIP to him and condolences to the family. When I see them Monday, and people like you, right, who just passed away as well. God rest him soul.
Foundation.
Yeah, when I see them foundation people that trod the earth till the ages that they are that they made it to, I mean, it showed me an example of what I wanted to do. Whether or not, whether or not the giving the light did pop off or the holy pass something did go on. So I mean, to me, it's a liberty, it's a lifestyle, the music, what you can contribute at any given point can be something that changed somebody's life. But what you can contribute in the music game, you know what I mean? So I just feel it's a blessed thing, and even if it wasn't as you said, them levels, I kind of feel like I would still be trying to do it. So yeah, big up all the people who still have me as you included.
Sean, hear me I say.
Sparky, baby.
Hear me I say. You've been in the business for over 2 decades.
Yeah.
You have some artists cannot make it past year 3. It's like they feel stunted, they get jaded. You're one of those artists who has managed to keep evolving. You've experimented in different genres. Basically, you are a pop star. You are a pop star. You've gone in Afrobeats where you've been successful. You've been in the Latin American market where you're very successful with their genres. You've done pop. I mean, you've done dancehall. You've done EDM. I'm sure there are many other genres that you probably are going to be experimenting in, but you still manage to retain your sense of humility. You still manage to maintain that sense of Jamaican character. How have you been able to do it? How have you been able to become so versatile? Because there are a lot of artists who are definitely not going to be trying or experimenting with other genres. Then we look on you and say, what kind of thing that? Man, I do them something there. Man, I do them thing there. What accounts for your versatility?
Um, Back in the day when we were just doing dub plays for Kappa Shot, big up Kappa Shot in the house. We were doing dub plays for Renaissance and Syndicate sound system. We were the DJs that wanted to do the original dancehall rhythms when we did a 45. But when we were doing things like that, we wanted the latest Biggie Tupac rhythm. We wanted to experiment with how we felt on tracks and how we sounded. So from them time, there's been like that for me. But I also must stress that the root to me is very important. No matter which type of rhythm, whether you want to call it the chop sound right now, I want it to reflect. If it's using chop oriented drums, I want it to reflect dancehall same way. Um, and reggae music. So that's not very hard to do. We know the patterns and we know the type of things that big bad producers like Sly and Robbie and Steely and Clevie and people like Bobby Digital and man like Tony Kelly and Dave Kelly. We know those rhythms and they gave us a lot and they're still giving.
Absolutely.
Most of them are still giving in the game and I learned a lot from them. And so I'm always trying to hear that back with each generation of producers that come up in Jamaica. I'm trying to hear that root same way. You can go towards the future for sure. That's what we need to do. But I want to hear that root there because that root is what I loved and it's what I used to go out and do my thing to.
It's part of what people overseas associate with Jamaica. There's
Yeah.
a marker.
And it's
There's
what
a
took me
unique
here.
identifying
Exactly,
marker.
it's what took me here. A while ago, Sean just played Bossy and past two years has been one of the biggest streaming dancehall records. Now, arguably, there's big star power on the record, but I think that the point is that type of rhythm is what they kind of know us for right now and love.
Heavy bass
It took us a long time to get there. I mean, if you remember Shabba, Shaggy, a lot of their early stuff that crossed over was mixed with R&B, Johnny Gill and Shabba, and Shaggy did the Marvin Gaye remix type of vibes, and that was for us to get on the radio. That was steps they took that led and opened the doors for people like myself. So I have to give thanks for every step, and I have to remember that all the time. It's something very important to me.
Sean, 2020 a very, very challenging year for a lot of entertainers.
For everybody, man.
For everybody.
Yeah, for everyone.
But not being able to travel, especially because our artists rely so much on touring in order to make sales.
Yeah.
You have done very, very well. Yours is not only based on touring and album sales and streams. Yeah. What was 2020 like for you? I know you put out 20 songs. And it probably afforded you the opportunity to stay home more with your young family as well. But what was it like for you?
Well, I have asthma, so I was really listening very keenly to any news what going on, you know what I mean? And then about 5 months just kind of keeping to myself to tell the truth. And what I did, I always try to take positive from any situation, and what I did take was the family time. There's been nothing. It's been priceless. You know what I mean? To spend time with my fam and be able to be there every morning at the breakfast table and school time and them things that I haven't experienced in a long ongoing situation for many. I don't think most of Levi's life.
Yeah.
My son's life. Remy is now a year and a half, and so I feel very good about that. You know what I mean? Other than that, the touring, that's a lot of. We took a hit. You know, that's where we get most of the funds that we live off of. But also, I do music, and I remember the times where I used to sit on the mango tree and without this studio or bigger ones that I've been into in recent times, and make a world of music. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Even in a car.
Yeah.
Even in a car.
In the car. So yeah. So
Sean.
Remember them times.
Whole heap of artists, when the announcement was first made, the world up on lockdown, they were reluctant to put music out.
Self.
The world is pretty much still in lockdown. Not a lot of traveling, or even if you are to travel, it is financially cumbersome. You, however, have decided to put out two albums, starting with this one, Live and Living. Another one is to come. Was it always in the plans to put out an album in 2021, or was it during the COVID time? You said, yeah, me I say. But that's gonna make use of that time, yeah, and put out a banger. Cause people is a banger album. I'm not kiss Sean ass. I'm not blow no sunshine up in a you nowhere. It's a banger. There's gonna be something for everybody on this album. And it is not something easily achievable because to me is a good balance between representing the sounds of Jamaica but giving it an international kind of flavor. You're gonna love this, trust me. Sean, was it always in the plans for 2021?
Glad you like the album. No, 2020 I had a bunch of songs that I had wanted to put out before I put out an album for Island Records. So then this whole thing happened. Come back from tour in February and kind of lock off for the 5-6 months. And then start to get back a vibe, you know what I mean? Coming back to the studio here and start working on ideas that I had put down and some stuff, new link stuff. So that's kind of how the whole thing came together. There was some works that I had done and not finished. And then there's some brand new works on there. Like, for instance, the song with me on Left Side, a great engineer, producer, and artist.
And beatmaker.
And beatmaker is already out there, right? But then there's songs with another great engineer, Suko, producer and artist in Suko from War 21, and that's a brand new track. So
I love that one, by the way.
Yeah, Spaceship. Yeah. So I can tell you you're enthused about
yeah,
that.
Man. You know I can't pretend. 16 tracks on the album. How did you choose these artists? Because it's artists from all boats.
Yeah.
Even artists when in your clique.
True.
How did you choose the artists? 16 tracks, by the way, folks. We're going to be playing some of them for you.
I can say that everybody I worked with on the album, either you be a producer, engineer, the artist, or even the artist who made the artwork. I like the artwork. I don't know if everybody else does, but
I do.
Big up to Solas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the kid who did it. So everybody that I worked with for the project, I revere the talent. I love their dedication to what they do, and they've inspired me in some way. Buju Banton is a hero to me. You know what I mean? Years later, a person like my father come around and still inspire me. You know what I'm saying? Busy Signal is an amazing, talented lyricist that basically I've worked with before, but I've always wanted to do some more work with. And my purpose is, I think the undertone of the album is called Live and Living. Because a lot of people look for me Sparky and say to me like, yo, dancehall dead, the numbers ain't there. And it annoys me because dancehall, as I said, is something that I love. It's something that carried me up to here, this point in my life. And I still believe in enough of them. I mean, in all of these people I've worked with and a lot more, enough more. So, we kind of pick out 8 songs, I think, just randomly.
I wanted to ask you, Sean, because when people think about Sean Paul, them think party.
Yeah.
The album was a nice blend of message music and party, a kind of nice party kind of vibe. Was that intentional?
Yeah, this is the mood that I'm in right now. I'm kind of, I wanted to say certain things for a long time, especially about.
I hear you talk about the system. Yes. But here you deal with the media wicked pan it. I hear it.
Couple of things.
But here you address the uptown thing pan it. I listen.
Couple of things. So I mean, I'm briefly too. I mean, I didn't touch deeply on a lot of those topics, but I kind of mentioned them, and I think that those topics will be touched more deeply in albums to come or more songs to come. But yeah, the mood I'm in right now, I want to get on with my life. Yeah, I want to party the same way. I want to entertain people the same way. But I also want people to kind of take in certain things right now. I think that us right now in Jamaica, we need to work together a lot more than we have been doing. So the subtone of the album is, collaboration over clash. Let's get the cash. Let's go ahead together and do that. You know what I mean?
I love that you did this. And I think that the people who are locked in right now, you'll be well pleased. So, all right, which track we're going to introduce them to first?
All right, well, a couple of the tracks I must say on the album at first are things that you may have heard before, about probably 3 or 4 things. So, there's remixes which I've done. So Bossa Bubble is a tune that I did for Deli Ranks production. Big up to Deli, holding the fort there in Atlanta. And I decided to kind of remix it and put a couple of the Dirty Rock stable artists them on it. So big up Ching Ching, the first signee is on this record. Soto Bless is on the record. You know what I mean? Holding fort over there in Atlanta, same way. Rasa Jai holding fort over in Portmore, you know what I mean? Waterford. So, Lugaman from the original camp, Dirty Cup is on it. So, this one is a remix. Kapashani want to play for the people.
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah. She love the Dirty Rock. Mad people think she want to get it non-stop. She love the Dirty Rock. Yeah. Morning. I was born to give it the pleasure. I was born to give it the pain. Give it the sunshine, fall out the rain. Me buzz it up and make you call on the name. Can't complain when you get the sugar cane. So bust a bubble for me, can't trouble for me. Split down on the floor, on the double for me. Shake it, girl. You're big bad verse now.
Girl, I just have a grip on the double send with the shovel. So me go saba se maza kakakuma get your cause a couple dozen. Mommy must have that rock a kid a hustle and a shovel through the pack. Mickle, me come up go into bubble from the bag. Automatically you're not 10 o'clock. Up a dirty rock a for a bubble on the back. From the back she a bubble and a stop.
Y'all bubble up, start double up, make we cause trouble. Rise and nuzzle up, girl I know me want something. The vibe will develop, I know me want to something. When you bend it up, be ready for send on something. Me want calm something, ready for come on something. This a no calm something, ready for turn on something. All night is a perfect storm something. So how we go on 9 months, baby, want something.
Hard people thing, you don't know. Big bad remix, the sound though. The sound right? Yeah man, so here we say. First 2 verses here is Such a Bless and the man them call Lugaman. Now we're going straight over to Rasa Jai.
Ain't no man to the belly flat, me send me off the hot it up. Y'all ask me what them do me just to hold me more. Me love the girl them when no bother the girl them when no feel wrong. Say she a no Megan but she challenge she a try. So the pressure be apply and me just rip it.
Hey yo, we ching that with the tall G there.
But I bubble like a pin. Me love it when you wine for your chin. I saw you one when you shake it pitching. Me see your 2 legs a beat like a wing. Put it down like a city. Take up anytime when she see me say I'm sitting there. So me shift, that me sitting. Know there's something dead. Machine not stop bubble up.
So what's a bubble for me? Cause trouble for me. Split down on the floor, on the double for me. Shake it, girl. We will bubble for me. Y'all live in muggle for me. Y'all live in muggle for me. So what's a bubble for me? Cause trouble for me. Split down on the floor, on the double for me. Shake it, girl. We will bubble for me. Y'all live in muggle for me.
Y'all live in muggle for me. Born to give you the pleasure, I was born to give you the pain. Give it the sunshine, fall out the rain. We bust it up and make you call out my name. Can't complain when you get the sugar cane, girl. Bust a bubble for me, can't trouble for me. Dirty Rock and we there you up. Pull up. What people think?
Sean, yo, the people that are bones. So I'm going to say another place. I'm going to say, Sean B, Nikki Z. Yeah, got to big up to ZJ Chrome. Farrah G. Let me see, Martin Price. I see Jazzy T, JJ Weasel, Ja Prince, just to name a few. All right, so the next song up is Boom. That's the one with Busy Sing now.
Yeah. No, Busy, as I said, to me, a very dope lyricist, so I feel that he need to get a lot more attention upon his career. He's doing it big.
Very successful artist.
Very successful, but I feel that him is underrated in his own
Him not like controversy. Him not like mix up. He just want to make music.
And that's the same thing with myself, so I'm going to work with like minds, you know what I mean? Big up Fernando and Summer on this video that we just shoot. We was in Treasure Beach this week. So the song named Boom, and I'm Busy Signal, and the video is about to be out in a couple. I would have to probably
it's so
2 weeks.
Boom!
What's up?
Can't drop it.
You body, good body girl. You body, sexy body girl. You body, thick body girl. Wind up your body, girl, rock it down low. Wind up your waist and tip by your toe. Sexy pose, double six, let me know. Brace it back for me slow. And then you bubble it, girl, make it. Sexy body, girl, make it. Shake up the place, make it bang. Bang, 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 yo. Girl, come give me the thing that don't play. None of them can't test your body, no day. And you can't ask anybody, girl, you got the body, everybody want get. Oh yeah. Make the booty work for the income. Cause your body heavy like Jada Kingdom. Go ahead, baby, with your wisdom. Loving the style you bring, come. Wind up your body, girl, knock it down low. Wind up your waist and tip by your toe. Sexy pose, double six, let me know. Brace it back on me slow. And then you bubble it, girl, make it. Sexy body, girl, make it. Shake up the place, make it. For the bang, girl, you a proper thing. You know like a thing. Shape and body hotter than where them have a bring. So me love it when the hip a swing, brain tell a ring. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, me need the same thing. Girl, you have a car, just make your body go. Me lock down your body like me a zo-zo. When you wind to the top and then you take it to the floor. Now you drop the bomb and make the place explode. Wind up your body, girl, rock it down low. Wind up your waist and tip by your toe. Sexy pose, double six, let me know. Brace it back for me slow. And then you bubble it, girl, make it. Sexy body, girl, make it. Shake up the place, make it.
Mad.
Yes. You got
So-
some folks locked in from Chile, Texas. As
Big
well.
up Chile and Texas as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All who are logging.
So
give
up next
give
we'll
thanks
have
for the years.
one of the young artists in the game now, Intense.
Yeah.
Real Steel. That one is out right now. DJ is pumping that one. Talk about that collab.
Yeah, the collab now basically came around from a production group named One Time. Noel from One Time kind of came check me to do a tune, and I was like, yeah, I want to link with the artist with them link with Intense, and I want to big up yourself too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Two you them are come with a different style where
Yeah.
I mean people are
Different kind of energy.
yeah.
Sound.
Yeah. So I just say yo, rope in the group, you know what I mean? Intense it come through, and I think it's the first night we just end up play some rhythm, and I like that one. That one was something from One Time production, and him style different. He definitely have a tone that's outstanding, and
Yeah, absolutely.
same thing with me, cut through, you know what I mean? So I thought great lyricist and good little vibe to do a tune with him, you know what I mean? Love the energy of the younger DJ them in the biz. They remind me of myself, you know what I mean? I can see the amazing spark of creativity upon them.
Yeah.
And I can also see the innocence upon them in terms of what them don't know about the
Yeah, it's a
business.
learning process.
Yeah, and so, I just did it for us. Work with greatness, and this is a young greatness coming up. Big up young badness, you know what I mean?
All right, let's drop this one. Real Steel.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, we shooting the video Saturday.
Saturday? All right.
Yeah. Man.
Dirty party, voila. Nothing no fun about it. Dirty, yeah. One time. Bring more. Woman, I'm a warm, more girls, I'm a world. Bye.
Mr. Sean,
Bring them come in a lump sum to the kingdom. Bring more girls from Joe for the king and the crew. Cause we buffing and cheese and we sipping and bro. Girl them like a man in you. Slip them out of the clothes and dash for the show. Pick a girl it's up in them down. Got a clue, don't know what to do. So them not choose you. Turn the phone around and tape some. Like she sit down and I watch the TV and you.
Yeah, PT, deep, know what I mean, yeah, them gyal. Dirty party, voila. Gyal, when me see them wine from a camera. Say she bring the key money. Shots from, now what you call that no false start. Can't start, go get the blue killer Walmart. Red Bull, can't help no monster.
Because we keep it fresh for the girls again. Familiar, come tell her, bring her friend. Real life thing could I never pretend. Still man up when they had girl them. But girl I give me number and a land. But when them see all of the money we spend. Real life thing could I never pretend. Still man up on the hot girl them.
Tiffany and Brittany, tell me send them sick and me a brand new the girl roll pull up on a big and me pose like figure with them can't take no liberty. No dirty bad.
Enough girl me got them say that big of me. Couldn't get rid of me, no jealousy, no in me. You two dead tomorrow, she there me. Yo, Noel, me I tell you this, she a friend with benefit. One of my she a sing.
Anything we tell them do them without it. The guy they love they can't do without way. If them get free themselves, them win a trophy, she bring a friend. So bad girl me side. Feel me bad girl me side.
16 tracks on the album. We're featuring just a few of them this evening. And the next one up is from Govy. This one is called Money Bags.
Yeah, man.
That one has surprised me.
Why?
You know, some never see you and Govy collaborate. Like, we never see you and Intense collaborate. So it kind of surprised me in a very good way.
Well, greatness. We love that. I mean, me and Govy been a talk about to do some works. At first, we just wanted him to come to the studio and do some, chop some rhythm up for it. But this was one of the tune that were kind of drop in a little later in the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said that probably the last month or 2 months it was done, you know what I mean?
Who produced this one?
Titimus. Big up Titimus.
TT, big producer.
Yeah, man. From time to time he passes by and gives us some
blessings,
jet planes that we can take trips on, so I have to big him up.
All right.
Big him up. So yeah, this one is called Money Bag for the girl them who know how them do the thing, you see me? Mad. Govy, big ups.
SP, you see them there.
Trust me, no Govy. The way them gyal set them thing, you have no other option than to go real badness. That's the motive.
Cha-cha.
Broadcast to every piece of fatness. Girl is a boom blast. I got this. I miss hotness. Watch this. Real badness. For the bang, bang, bang. Well, it's a long time road me a chada ya. Control the girl them abracadabra. Girl a send phone pic straight to me camera. She a try chop me tell her say no bother. I don't care, I got girls them a follow back. Year to year them get wet when me love it up. This I swear me love see when them a bubble up. Me not share me love me girl them double up. And so me know say that she dip on the man and when she can't keep calm and when she want to storm. This I swear me love see when them a bubble up. Me not share me love me girl them double up. And so me love it when them turn the yard. Can't keep calm and I'm a want to stop. This I swear me love it see when them a bubble up. Me not share me love me girl them double up. Money bag. That's the one to we get. Money bag. Don't bully bad with the money bag. That's the one to we get. Money bag.
Working, but I feel the working. Love the way you're working, spin it like a word. First class, we are go a Berlin. Make a pretty first string, fly like a bird. Back it up, set it up, let it go. Lift it up, bring it up, bring it up. Back it up, set it up, let it go. Stop. Give me the number for your selling up. Make it shake for me, mamacita. Whoa, vibrate for me, mamacita. Two more heat up on the rocks with a margarita. You already know. Alright, just tell another chica. She champagne.
I saw me love say that she dip on the man and when she can't keep calm and when she want to storm. This I swear me love see when them a bubble up. Me not share me love me girl them double up. I saw me love it when them turn the yard. Can't keep calm and I'm a want to storm. This I swear me love it see when them a bubble up. Me not share me love me girl them double up. Money bag. That's the one to we get. Money bag. Bedroom bully bad with the money bag. That's the one to we get. Money bag. Money bag. That's the one to we get. Money bag. Bedroom bully bad with the money bag. That's the one to we get.
Man, people think you know what I mean?
Big tune.
Big up the man them called Titimus and big up the man them called Govy.
Yeah, man. So I gotta big up the Pandora crew and the UK crew also in the building.
What's up? Love.
So this collab now, that one ya blow me out of the water. Me really and truly never see that one. I'm gonna allow you to introduce that one, Sean.
But which one you thought about?
Spaceship.
Okay. So
Spaceship and the one after.
One day we came into the studio and the artist, engineer, producer that was in our presence.
Problem.
Man called War 21 Soko. He came in the studio and was like, yo, you need to really remind me of Spaceship for real. I'm gonna say, yo, listen to rhythm when me and News just a beat and News that plays drums and me that play the bass and comes up, boom and press go and was like, what? This is bad. So we started a little vibe and did the song. Zine. And then about a week later now, my brother come in, Jig Zagular, the superstar, and he was like, something I missed on the rhythm. I was like, maybe. And him, for a while, him start do some little things, and boom, when we hear it, was like, yo! Give us the vibe to just go in and just finish the tune at one time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a good collab effort, and it signified the whole unity of the album and the whole unity of the camp right now. Big up everybody involved. News from Money Matters Entertainment. He's the person that basically, runs Dirty Rock for me. Me and also my brother Jig Zagular, the superstar, and the man them called Suku from Ward 21. This is the spaceship we want the ladies to jump on.
No, they're gonna love that one. Yeah. Ladies, they're gonna love that one, yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Take it to the limit. Some love it when you need to run it, baby girl. We love it when you need to run it. This it and get on it. Can't wait till the bar clip ship under it. Now we get simple under it. Went up and a set up and a girl a panic. So we don't sip the roots and tonic. So she wet temperature all night and panic. Apart from my spaceship, girl. Set it, let me take it to a whole other world. Come on, let's face it, girl. We love it when you shake it, twist it and turn. Apart from my spaceship, girl. Set it, let me take it to a whole other world. Come on, let's face it, girl. We love it when you shake it, twist it and turn.
Spaceship girl. Bang, 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 bang. Big up Sasha. That's whose voice you're hearing right now. So,
beyond a big split girl, here till the girl, trouble. You're full of mischief, girl. Come here, you want me next Miss World, bubble. Me give your necklace for pearl, bubble. Me give your nuts like a squirrel, double. You is a bad girl. Biscuit Shirl.
Apart from my spaceship, girl. Set it, let me take it to a whole other world. Come on, let's face it, girl. We love it when you shake it, twist it and turn. Apart from my spaceship, girl. Set it, let me take it to a whole other world. Come on, let's face it, girl. We love it when you shake it, twist it and turn.
mad something. Yeah.
Who chose the Sasha sample?
Well, we have to big up Sean, Papa Sean,
where
yeah.
that come from?
Yeah.
Let them know which song it come
Where it
from.
come from?
Is a sample from a song called Kill the Lady.
Yeah, okay.
A Sasha song from back in the 90s.
Why you chose that? How did it just come to you?
We gotta tell him, say, yo, Sean, after we did lay down the tune, we left a space there. And I shouted the artist in Brazil.
Yeah.
Because they wanted her to put something on that rhythm space there. But she couldn't come, she never understand what I was trying to say to her,
Yeah.
So I said, Sean, I'm want to do, she just said something, I'm just cut a little piece, and Sean said, next morning when I come out of the studio, I say, yo, I'm find two something, watch her.
Yeah, this was it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I know me one love it.
Yeah.
Big up to Big Red, the DJ from Barbados.
Yeah.
Let me see. Danny Pepper Seed, big up yourself.
Mad.
DJ Buck, DJ Nora, DJ Wade. Big up on yourself. So
Hold on. As you mentioned Danny Pepper Seed, I have to big him up and big up Steely and Clevie because them allow me if you can use Sasha voice pan here, so come call her too,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Sasha, I know you're Christian, something going
just
on
did
right
I
now.
say?
And she was like, let me hear it. I'm gonna send it to her, and she said, say, I like it, and that was then. She was like, she was very real with me. She said, I don't want to push away any of my past like it never happened.
Right.
I face up to it, I own it. But I'm
It's a
not
part of
that
who she
anymore.
is.
Yeah, it was a part of her being then, but now she's a different person.
Right.
So, but she don't mind it being used and rare, especially if it, it's going to generate certain things and that going to our good causes that she's doing. So big up to her, big up to Steely, big up to Clevie, who was shouted for clearance and thing, and Danny Pepper Seed. And that's the whole vibe of the album too. Is a lot of things like you don't expect this or that to happen. So the next tune.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, this is the one I did I talk about. That collab blow me out of the water. I not say nothing more.
You know, I say nothing.
I not say nothing more. Sean, just drop the track.
All right, drop it. Mad
Yep. Out with the old, let the new begin. Killers, that's my pseudonym. Into many places, only a few have been. Similar cause I look like a few check-in.
No, talk about it, Sean. Talk about the one you talk about it.
So,
schedule.
You know, schedule now. Schedule is a word where we use backstage when anytime me want my Hennessy, them say, Wagwan, I say, where the schedule there? Them bring the schedule, come. So, it's a joke that me and Juna Gang and Ching have. Just as bridging and also news from Money Matters. Him build the rhythm now. So, when we did hear the rhythm now with us out here, was kind of drinking some Guinness and smoking and just vibing, freestyling and enough different rhythm. And this was one that played that Gang keep passing back for say, yo, play back that one dead, I rhythm there. And the vibe was so great. I just say, yo, every time him come up with the lyrics and start going with us, I say, yo, with the microphone and record. You know what I mean? Red light, red light, red light. So yeah, this is what I mean by this album. Now when you hear people like Juna Gang on the album, you'd probably say, boy, it's a more serious tune we're going to do together.
Yeah.
I did serious tunes on the album, but this one, scheduled tune.
That one playful.
That one playful and happy and backstage vibes.
Yeah.
On the thing.
Crazy vibes.
On the thing. Yep. Big up Junior Gang, big up Ching Ching. Yep. You know we do. Blazing them true.
Out with the old, let the new begin. Killers, that's my pseudonym. Into many places, only a few have been. Similar cause I look like a few check-in. And you a puff up your chicken chest. And I grudge your lions over chicken breasts. But chicken is be dressed in their best of threats, so they can testify their witness excellence. Double like a newlywed. Jump a sexy gal a shampoo maker. And when they make up, they need a serious effect. Some little silly chickens think I'm new to bread, but not me. Y'all a pull down my polka dot. Woman a ignite like when sulfur hot. Love your body, but I'm talking bulk of fat. Someone a play Sir Lancelot, but not me.
Don't play, right like the Segway. When they shake like earthquake, last like Latin, on your first like no rain. Diamonds them don't fake, icy like snowflake. No me in a Versace, man sharp and feeling classy.
From the Dirty Rock Studios, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that one there, what I say?
No, that one that really surprised me, schedule. I did not expect that collab at all, Sean.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of artists that have like a more serious side, but them have a playful side, and I think a lot of times that doesn't come out in Junior Gang music.
Yeah.
It does more in Ching music.
Yeah.
So it was good to make them collab, and you know, you can hear the friendship, you can hear the camaraderie in the song. I mean, we was all just having a good time laughing with the lyrics and
you can hear it.
Yeah.
You can actually hear it.
Good.
Let me see who is here. I gotta big up Willie Daniels, the Boom Shot team, Rob Kenner, Rishma B, Ari TV, Star is here. Zip is here. Tesha Hines is here. Pat Machino, big up yourself. Nick Ford. Let me see. Marlon Doria, Laura Miller. Kishima from IRFM. Kima Ross, Justin Hart. Julian. Yeah, the mention Jada Bumper Julian. Jazzy T, big up yourself. All right, so the next song is with none other than the Gargamel, Buju Banton. Talk about that. Crazy.
Yeah, you know, what I mean, for years he's been a hero to me, and when he was incarcerated, there was a time where I got to go and see him 2 times, form a little friendship, and when he came out, we just kept that, not in the public vibe, you know what I mean. As I say, I revere his work. I look up to him, and we brought a few rhythms over to him, and he was like, "Yo, that one here," and he pick it out and start going. Him start the tuning, so after a while we come up with the hook and thing, and so just big up to Buju, and it's been a dream come true to work with artists like himself, and it's been amazing to see him go through so much trial and tribulation and then
come out
shooting lyrics still, you know what I mean, and not deflated or defeated, and still have a heavy presence in the business. So big up to him. Another example of how
longevity in the business, stamina.
How any obstacle in your way, you can get around it and still go towards your goals. So big up Buju. And this one is for the ladies. Them, people say me crazy, and people say Buju crazy. So we say we're crazy for the ladies. Them, you see it?
Oh, you mean?
Mad.
Bang, bang, bang. Just what the girl on my yeah.
Them say we crazy. With girl picking here where we going to.
Don't be no girl fool, can't shoot pool now. Girl, I go get slow.
Houses and babies, flowers and roses. Pretty girl fashion models too.
Like to shoot, take a Jamaica, Kingston, Brooklyn, Nashville, Avenue.
On the rhythm, feel it under your skin.
Catch with expression and show the feeling.
Hot girl, hot all when winter is in.
Stay physical, them living at the gym.
Girl, and a red to make your body look slim. Still I'm a shopping, so everything is everything.
Just know you're stacking every dollar to the brim. Up for yourself, you don't have to miss a chin. You don't want them to feel like you don't own a thing. What about the mansion that you're living in? Hey, hold big like the ocean, go dive and swim. Go hard.
Them say we crazy. With girl picking here where we going to.
Don't be no girl fool, can't shoot pool now. Girl, I go get slow.
Houses and babies, flowers and roses. Pretty girl fashion models too.
Flat to shoot, take a Jamaica, Kingston, Brooklyn, Nashville, Avenue.
A girl make that drop, turn it up. And I forget one when me sum it up.
Yeah, you look good in your jeans, sex appeal screams, and every man headlight a beam. Now every girl in the old wood like know the deal. Brooklyn hustle down, shall not steal. The designer down from your head to your heel, and everything for your God bless body real.
Welcome to Kingston, let's have fun. Relax your calm and skin in the sun. To run up in a SP, girls, you can come.
Refuse to act, y'all, we not turn
them say we crazy. With y'all picking here where we going to.
Don't be no girl fool, can't shoot pool now. Y'all, I go get slow.
Houses and babies, flowers and roses. Pretty girl fashion models too.
Flat to shoot, take a Jamaica, Kingston, Brooklyn, Nashville, Avenue.
Wow.
New, man.
Yeah, yo. No, Sean, you go hard. Really loving the unity. Let me see. Dr. Carlin Cooper, I see her. DJ Arif Cooper, Katori Langley, Crossfire Unity Zone, Dana Shagan, big up yourself. Della Ranks there, I see your director Diggs, big up yourself. Dominic Ruben, Esteban Rod, Esther Hido, Gully B, Gussis from Silver Star, big up yourself, Ja Prince.
Big up
everybody who's here.
No flop.
All right, the next track. Yeah. The next track. All right, you introduce that one, Ashan. you introduce it.
All right, so let's tune name Everest. And I think that each artist in here is very talented in this song. It's 3 artists in the song. Me, myself.
No, 4.
4. Oh, wait.
Yeah, one artist produce it too. Yeah, one artist produce.
So 4 involved in building Everest. And what we're saying is we're larger than life. We're talking facts about ourselves. So, yeah, what I really love about it is that, so much time in this business, we have little incidences that happen that it may be perceived that, so-and-so don't want to work with so-and-so because, and sometimes it's a lot about the camps just talking behind, And so with this one, there was it was like a hill to climb up. It was like the Everest. Because I look on it and I said, wow. I got the rhythm from DeMarco. Big up to DeMarco. Great producer, great artist. Again, that's what I say I work with on the album. Great artists, great producers. And he gave me the rhythm, a couple other ideas to one thing, and I just kind of gravitated towards this one. It have a new type of dancehall sound.
Yes.
So I'm say when I did my verse and my chorus, I said, who me go link up now? I said, this sound like Massacre Down. Everybody in the studio said, yo boss, when I deal with it terrible. Shout him. So we reach out to him and him immediately shot it. And I mean, I also incidentally have worked with DeMarco and his album coming out, and with also Massacre as well, coming out on their albums. Just for the spirit of the whole Unity vibe right now. And then the next day now, I listening to the track after Massacre sent me, and somebody give me a whisper, say, say them two no agree. I was like, what? So I shout the mark and I shout Massacre, and both of them was like, nah man, nothing like that. You know what I mean? That's just that's a way back thing where, and when me hang up with each of them call each other and hadn't done that for years.
Yeah.
So that was a great thing. And
Unity again.
And same thing with Skilly Bang, he wasn't really doing a whole heap of collabs with enough people, and when we bring him through, I say, yo, this tune, me want you go on, if you like it. If you don't like it, it's all good. Have more that you can go in, but me want you upon that one, and him listen it and him say.
And him like got the AK upon it.
Yeah man, him drip it up, you know what I mean? So big up to Skilly, big up to the mark, as I said, and also Massacre, and this tune name Everest, we just attack facts is it. Kappa Sean!
Drop it.
Mad it.
With a bang bang, lyrical shot. With a bang bang, life shot dog, life shot dog. So I be tell them again. So me say me work hard and me play hard dog, so me never rest. Respect all and I never rest. God and me lion hard, so me know me never stress. Me conquering every test, level up and just more good than ever less. Live and living and Thanksgiving, me not free, no prisoner, me the rest. Tell you say me very blessed, but my gangs and me always a hunt for the better cess. Keep my mind and goal and the focus, some are haters but nevertheless. Push forward no matter how hard great things are gonna manifest. Think we are gonna lose, take another guess. Don't get confused, I'm the very best. Doing it effortless.
Copper Shot,
tell you say me very
Jamaica's
blessed. What the talk where you make out, we talking facts. Life is a fancy barking, better know we are back. Tell you say you just so we stay, so we keeping the standard hot, so we living up a lot. Tell them no, we not share everything, it have been steel and black.
Massacre time.
Back, we talking facts.
Like two, Vicky say me too hot, not pity when the tool. This Vicky when the tune chat, dribbling like Messi past them, living it like Tupac. Talk life and club life, higher than a rooftop. Money top no loose chat, me girl off me lose track. Me last them, time and time again, them want a new map. Who's that? Champagne with the duffel food stop. Jump out of the struggle and me now move back. So find them eyes so over there, them want a new map. This will send them home like a picnic. When school lock, dirty, man we left the place smoky, get a few map. Broke down, donut, pay up on the cruise stop. Hey, give thanks to the blessing, hallelujah. Pretty face, little face, wait, I'm a Buddha. Link me run on me dog, can you do that? Can you give me the food?
Watch the talk where you make out, we talking facts. Life is a friendship barking, better know we are back. Tell you say you just so we stay, so we keeping the standard hot, so we living up a lot. Tell them no, we not share everything, it have been steel and black, and we never look back. We talking facts.
I'm gonna talk facts, step out with a brad. Any man a talk plan, any man a talk plan. And I'm a Jordan and the girl in my heart, them a go give me the something fast, them call me daddy like a father. Live and living. Lyrics master, with bad to physical to if I link so with them brother. Me and peasy no stop mark them like graffiti, why you think them girl a pee with? Like a fleety. My flow them wicked, for a liquid, I'm a lime and them so pretty like my flow on the city in it. No say no chicken, no say critics, dogs willing. Money we see up the fitting, we no pound to rich. After score 2 hour whiskey, count digital, we living off man down cities. Yeah. Never forget the Thanksgiving. More money for all of my friends and family.
Watch the talk where you make out, we talking facts. Life is a fancy barking, better know we are back. Tell you say you just so we stay, so we keeping the standard hot, so we living up a lot. Tell them no, we not share everything, it have been steel and black, and we never look back. We talking facts.
Absolutely. Crazy. Sean, you talk the talk and you walk the walk. You
Yeah, man.
spoke about unity, and this album is definitely one of unity. Unity of
Thank you.
sounds and unity of artists,
Yeah,
unity
man.
of producers. Absolutely
2021 and
love it.
21 artists end up on the album. A mistake, you know. I never
No
even planned
mistake.
it.
No
No,
mistake.
well,
No
I
mistake.
just, I
The
no
way it's
mistake.
supposed to go.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
blessing. I just saw it
Live
drop
and
in my
living.
face. Yeah,
You understand?
straight.
So guess what? Everybody in the room, we're going to be sending an email to you so that you can schedule your interviews with Sean Paul. Sean,
Yeah,
final
man.
words?
Yeah, I just feel that dancehall music are huge music, which was derived from the greatness of what is reggae. I feel that we don't have enough homage paid to it. With a lot of times there's no accolades, given to the music itself, to the genre, to the producers who produce such great stuff that all these pop kids following and influencing beats from Afrobeat, them kind of vibe. They're influencing, people in Trinidad start doing things like it. We can mention the reggaeton, them and all of these pop kids. So I think it's a very powerful music now. It's still being treated like we're underground, we're not on the top of the game still. I mean, even though our numbers aren't reflecting it.
Oh, it's going to reflect now. Spotify there.
Yeah, right.
Spotify's
here now. Okay. Well, that's why I've been talking that for a long time. So I've been saying, if we don't have Spotify and that's the benchmark, then how can we say that our numbers are not up there? You know what I mean?
It's going to reflect now.
But so that's good. That's good. I just want the people to support that then.
All right.
This is one project coming out. Bounty Killer have our next one called Kings of Kingston coming out where I'm collabing with a bag of great musicians and DJs as well. So I just want to continue to support everybody that's in the game. All the youngsters them will come up. You know what I mean? We can't burn fire upon them.
True.
We have to bring them.
Encourage and guide them.
Yeah, we have to encourage and guide them and show them our little way. You know what I mean? Cause some of the track them have to stop and say, yo, nobody go so hard tonight, Jay. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then listen to, so that was a great vibe. And, even though this is a more hardcore album, it have to have some guidelines.
I think it is a
sure.
well-tempered album. It brings out the sounds of Jamaica and the artists of Jamaica, the vibrancy of Jamaica, but it still has that international kind of sound to it. So I just want to big up everybody for passing through. Sean, big up yourself. Excellent effort. Big up the entire production team. Papa Sean, big up yourself. Everybody who's going to make this possible and send it out as satellites to the world and, just promoting Jamaican culture. Thank you all so much. Look out for the emails. And just schedule your interviews. Have a wonderful evening, night, morning, wherever you are. CJ Sparks is my name. Big up yourself.
Yeah, thank you for the time. Enough love, respect you.